All right. There we go. Sorry for the long wait. Yeah. So welcome back to Extremely Survival. I am running late tonight because, well, I skipped last week, but that was expected. I was gonna try to like squeeze one in later in the week, but it just didn't happen. And then I was, you know, it's a hot sunny day. I was out doing stuff. I was enjoying regular life instead of being tied to a computer. Go figure. So at any rate, but we're back, and let's get caught up on what we need to do. So let's get out of this. I did like fill all my stuff beforehand, because I think I did it when I was logging off last time. Close the door. All right, so where we left off is that we're in the midst of kind of welding together the arc so we can get out of here. But one of the things, oh, I was gonna do this offline and I forgot. Well, gonna have to do it here, which is that I need to do a lot of mining, particularly did I get the silicon last time? Yeah, because I got a butt ton of silicon. I am in high need for iron now. Not 12k is just not gonna cut it. It'll get me kind of far, but not very far. Why is there so much of this in here? Cargo. Oh, we gotta finish it. That's why. I'm gonna at least move this gravel out of the way. We have some magnesium, looks like. And a little bit of ice, so that's good. All right, let's get on the mining thing, and then we'll talk about what else we got going on. But let's. Oh, I remember what we got to do. Oh, yeah. Some jackass crashed the miner. A minor inconvenience. I know, that was bad. And I feel bad. Alright. So, what are we missing specifically? Well, I think I still have thrusters on directions. It's the backing thruster. I'm lost one. Yeah. I don't think it was hubris as much as it was just outright. It could have been that too. Just remember yeah, I couldn't stop. That's what it was. And couldn't stop the on the way to the iron asteroid, I believe. One of them there asteroids. What do I need? I need that. Let's throw some of that into the mix. Actually, let's go ahead and do the full 1,000, because I'm sure. Actually, no. We already did the. I was like, oh, you still have more refinery to do, but if we finish the refinery, we need to do like everything else. So Hawkeye. So yeah, I remember that it was me going too fast, and well, not too much too fast, which is moreover of just was coming in and started to slow down, and it was not slowing down like it was, like almost like it was glitching or something like that. But it's no excuse. I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Actually, speaking of which, I think I remember saying something about like, hey, you know, you should probably think about better tools. And I was like, yes, I should think about better tools because I have all the stuff to make better tools. So, including, what do you want in life? Probably this. Just put that up there. Peace. Oh. And I'll probably be grunting a lot because I'm super sore. I spent the weekend cleaning my garage. And by cleaning my garage, I don't mean like, oh, I swept up and reorganized stuff. I took everything that was in the garage, and I mean everything, out. And then reorganized it, putting it back in. What prompted this was, one, I was supposed to actually like be doing something else this weekend, and those plans got changed. So that gave me a window of opportunity. Plus, I was going to end up doing it next week if I didn't do it this week. So I had to kind of get on it. Second thing was that I was getting deliveries of the new cabinetry, you know, for the garage that I had purchased online. So it's just like, well, if I'm gonna be, you know, putting in these new like cabinets and you know, workbenches and stuff like that, I should probably like clean everything out and put it back in. Now, mind you, I bought the place that I live 7 years ago, and have never changed, never updated any of that stuff. So, yeah. I think this is gonna be a temp connector. That's what I'm connected to, yeah. Yeah, we'll just call it temp. Is it, yeah, there's nothing corresponding on the other side. Okay. That's just to remind me to remove that when I'm done. No. Okay. I don't think I have any thruster or components to make a thruster. Yeah, so masked out there. Need to put a drill on this yet too. So let's do that. Well, we're gonna make a minor adjustment here. But first. And then I'm gonna actually got to change these out. No. One of the things I'm also going to do is something I usually do with most like minor setups that I do, which is put in a railing to protect things. Six. Yeah. Not necessarily having to like, you know, brick out the whole thing, but it's one of those things to make sure that I'm goddamn, you know, especially after like the previous week, you know, times escapades. Let's figure out how I'm gonna do that. Let's see. I think I'm just gonna do it like this. Not that one. Not that way. adding a little side reinforcement so I don't like
Energy low.
slam into stuff and break a bunch of crap, because that's how I do. Charge a little suit. Yeah, so we'll need to get I'll make one more trip of iron and then we'll actually like get started on trying to weld out this arc. I don't want to spend too much time on it because I don't want to hang out here for too long. And this is getting to be, I'm sure that there's going to be a point where we're going to end up with some enemies coming in. And I have one gun. So. And it's not even piped up. So. Okay, shoot. That. Let me take this out. Did I finish that drill? Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put, come on. Fine. What I'm going to do is put hydrogen thrusters for backing on this. Let's take this out because I'm going to put this right here. I think I blew off my ore detector too in the process, so that's something that's gonna get put back in. Oh, that'll stay. Yeah, so anyway, I was, like I was saying, I hadn't cleaned out that garage, and really at all. I mean, there was the, like we all do, you know, the usual, like, you know, air quotes cleaning. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where it's just, you just kind of pick the stuff up and kind of organize it, which is still good. I mean, still valid and stuff like that. But with, you know, roommates moving in and out, stuff like that, you know, just, and not anything of their fault, but I just, over time, just continued to blow it off and until there wasn't, you know, so it was impossible to just kind of move around, and I have a lot of remodeling and summer projects going on and just got exhausted from climbing over stuff all the time. So it's like I have to stop and do this thing. quotas. Yeah, so yeah, I was working on doing that little housekeeping action and in the garage, and I did the bulk of the work yesterday, and that really wore me out something fierce, but got it done. And then today was really more focused around just the finishing up the putting stuff away kind of thing, because like the majority of yesterday was excuse me, pulling it all out, going through it. There's just, I mean, as it is, even after like cleaning it out, there is a lot of just, I wouldn't call it garbage, but there's a lot of stuff I either have to go through or just straight up just needs to go to a landfill or something. The biggest, I think, and the hardest part is that I have to, as part of this, now have to do a secondary project, which is like going through and getting rid of e-waste, to which there is a lot. Just that stuff collects really bad over the years. I mean, all of the kind of like garbage that was in there, you know, needs to be gone through and everything like that. But yeah, it's just over the years, man. Computer parts, mice, cable. It's just, oh my gosh, the cables alone, it's just unmanageable. No, cable management. Actually, let's turn this aside. Oh, I can't do that one. Let's do that there. Take that out now, and then yeah, so I need to go through a lot of that stuff just to get that, you know, kind of all like computer stuff. I say computer stuff, but it's a lot of stuff. I mean, it's like old cell phones and just, and you know, the biggest problem I think I have, I'm not actually a hoarder, although my garage won't say otherwise. But my issue is I don't know what to do with stuff. Like I actually prefer to be more of a minimalist, but the problem I run into a lot is I don't know what to do with some of the stuff.
Energy low.
That one. You know, it's just like I know what to do with batteries. Like Best Buy's got like things usually in their entryway that makes it so that you can get rid of old batteries. But it's just like, you know, like like I was saying, all these cables and just just so much just good. I want it all to go away. What are you doing? First off, you can go here. You can go here. Okay. now we just need to put the other spotlighting.
Energy critical.
Yeah. Lights. Oh. Who knew that like working out so much could actually make your fingers, you know, tired. Too tired to type. Alright, what do we got here? Let's see. G thruster, gyros, running lights. I'm assuming ore detector. That's good. Let's see. Oh, is there no antenna anymore? Did I lose the antenna too? What the hell is in these slots? Oh. Normally it's battery stuff, but did some weird things, man. Actually, it is the battery stuff. I know what else is missing. I lost the big batteries. That's what was sitting there. Oh no. I don't really need, because we're all hydrogen based now. I'll just put one big one right on top there. 4. Down here, we will put the missing antenna. Yeah, sure. Okay. And now I just fix the labeling on that. Reduce this down to 300. Which reminds me, thanks to the new update, I can actually probably, maybe, put an antenna on this thing that's not ungodly huge. Hmm. Let's put it right there. Let's actually change this out. Let's try that. Sure. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, surprises me it took space engineers this long to go, hey, you know what we should do? Make a smaller antenna. Yeah, it's after the creation of this one. I do understand it because now with the new one, I don't see any reason why I would build anything with the other one. I mean, there may be a rare occasion, but it would be very rare. Does this work the way that I want it to work? Not really. The way that I make this work, or at least look good, which is actually kind of corny. Nah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna take this out, take this out. Oh, no wonder. I used a heavy. Was like, why is this taking so long? I used a heavy armor one. 6. Gee, get out of here. No wonder. I was surprised I had that many grids, though. I mean, not really. I have to weld up all these thrusters. That's going to take a lot of stuff. Instead, we're going to do 1, 4. No, 7. We'll use this one. That'll be better. Yeah, I was wondering because I was like, I printed off all of that steel plate earlier. Yeah, that's not so bad. Why is it that I had to make more plate? It was because, like, I had used the wrong block. That's right. Okay, so we got the battery and the antenna, and so we've got thrust in all directions. Verify. Well, that's there's one down. Where's the other down? There is not another down. There's one down. One up, one down. Yeah, it's fine, I suppose. As long as we have 2 forward. Do we have anything forward? I'm not seeing forward thrust. Like, how do we even? How did we even? Oh, there we go. One there. I mean, it's one. I got more backing thruster than I got forward thruster. I don't think so, Tim. Let's see. Now. Don't have a convenient way to do it, but I'll just put one here. It'll be asymmetric, it'll look gross, but it'll work. the hell are you trying to build? What? Why does this take 38 metal grit? What? No. Okay, that's mega weird. So I made a mistake. What the hell is going on here? I have, like, did it end up, oh, I know it. How about you got too close to something, one of the other thrusters, and accidentally put, because it's just like, he was asking for 38 metal grids, and it's like, that doesn't make any sense. But I don't see any. Weird. It's not that one. It's like I pulled the. Oh, I'm not gonna look into it too much because I'll drive myself insane. I got other things to do. Thrust. Ugh. Okay. All right. So, the small battery is my emergency battery. Big battery is the regular one. That should be all fine. All that looks good. Time for a test flight. Good news is like with the two hydrogen thrusters in the back, we're super fast. But with the two hydrogen thrusters backing, I actually like brake slightly quicker than we did in the past. So we don't have that situation again, where we run into said asteroid. That drone facility makes me a bit uncomfortable, but what can you do, really? cycling the drill, just make sure that it's functioning. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna sleep like a baby tonight because of all the work I did. And by sleep by a baby, I mean wake up every 2 hours crying and wanting something to eat. One of the things I might do too is I might throw a gun on this thing. A couple, maybe. Thinking about it. Like a turret on top and like Gatling on the side. Come on, Drill, you're supposed to pick that up. Aim. Just do it myself. Uh-oh, Doom Voxel right there.
Inventory
Oh, got it.
full. Inventory full.
Let's see, a running drill, at least on the big ones, would actually just suck up all those loose rocks, but for some reason it wasn't with this small one. Very odd. Good enough. Alright, there we go. hopefully no one follows us from that you-know-what place. Also keeping an eye out on these other markers that are popping up every so often, like the mine transport. There's Mayday signal thrown around here. Not too worried about those. Now, Red Wrangler was concerning me a little bit, but I think it's actually running away. It's not running, it's traveling away from the base. Did mine some silver last time, so I do have that. So, I don't have uraniums, but I can weld up the reactor. So when I do find it, I can, power the ship off that. In the short term, I do have. I think I have at least one hydrogen engine in there, but I might throw some solar panels on it too. I mean, they don't produce a whole lot, but something's better than nothing. Yeah, it's supposed to have a little bit of rain tomorrow, but this whole week is supposed to be like a kind of a heat wave, and I'm really not ready. Lit. This was a very mild winter, and so I've been prepping myself considerably, based off of like the last couple of years trends. When we have a mild winter, like the summer gets super mega hot. I don't have the rear lights. I need to fix that too. Just because when we get on the dark side of this asteroid, it's dark. Just put a block right here. That's not the one I want. That's the one I want. Yeah, sure. Just had a really strange thought. Sometimes, like, randomly songs will pop in my head for no rhyme or reason. And the one that popped in just a minute ago was the Candyman songs, you know, specifically the one sung by Sammy Davis Jr. Good song. Then I started thinking about the lyrics too much, and it's just like, this song's kind of creepy, actually. Yeah, what is it like? Trying to think of what that is. Oops. There we go. Yeah, so it's the part that I was getting me was is like yeah, the Candyman. Oh, the Candyman can because he mixes it with love and makes the world taste good. And it's like, it could be kind of creepy. I mean, the I guess it's interpretive, you know, like I could see how people could just make it seem creepy. Not that it is, but it's just like I could see how it could just be taken in that weird, just creepy context. All right. So what am I doing here? I want to add those lights to the group and change them a little bit. So lights. 1, 2. Change these. There we go. And you know, clean that up. All right, let's start welding this biatch. And something that I said in like last week is like I kind of want to do the exterior first. I'm gonna go ahead and just kick out just a butt ton of steel plate. In case we do, and I want to actually, I don't know why I was holding these boxes. I want to work front to back because that's what's gonna get shot up first if somebody does show up. Plus, actually, I do need to weld the internals too. And by internals, I mean like the ducting. This is the door. Hello, door. I want to hit. Yeah, can I get to that? Let me see if I can get to that from the outside. Because I need to be able to pipe to the. Yeah, I should be able to. Should be piped up to my survival kit. Right, come here. This one. I'll try to slow down, not to make everybody seasick. Including myself. Alright. Now we're gonna do these 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you need that. good news is that we have, oh yeah, we're good now. We have a full-sized refinery, so I'm not losing material in the manufacturer process. That's always kind of annoying when you're using the basic refinery and you know you're only getting like 2/3 refined efficiency. And both of my cats are standing in the hallway staring at me. Kyle was making his little noises in the background. It's like, pay attention to me. It's just like, dude, it's all I do. Well, not today, because I was in the garage, but. One thing that I will say is that I do like, I'm actually a really big fan of like doing like a lot of stuff on like a weekend, like that, getting that tired, achy feeling, but it's the good tired, you know, like you accomplished something and didn't like just screw off for like an entire weekend. Like I'd rather be just sore and barely able to move and feel like I accomplished something than just feeling fine and realize I didn't do anything all weekend except play like video games. Kyle, stop! Cat's getting unruly. Normally I try not to kind of bring too much attention to him, but screw it. They're here. They're making noise like cat do. Yeah, of course I have like a bunch of weird tunes because I was listening to the radio when I was radio, air quotes, bunny ears. So I always laugh. Oh, you know what? I did in the past. I just remembered there's a place where I could have stuck this antenna. Down here. Meh. I think where it's at's fine. But I do need to take these blocks so that I can hold up these tankards. I want to make sure these are off. I don't want them eating up all my ice beforehand. What? You mean build planner is empty? What are you saying? I'm saying you didn't got no tubes, man. Gonna need about that many. But yeah, so, you know, back in the day when you said radio, you meant the radio. As in music played from an online source onto a device. Or not online, like just pulled from the air. Nowadays we use online streaming services. But I'm old school and I call it the radio, even though it was streamed via my phone. Not really radio. Oh, well, that's manufacturing. Let's go grab this unknown signal. And be mindful of that light star. Yeah. No. I'm gonna let that one go. It's too close to that light star. Whatever that is. Yeah, it's kind of the thing of nightmares. Oh, construction going on. You're killing me, Bob. You're killing me. Yeah, I don't want to get too close to that stuff now. As it is, I've been very cautious not to, like, pester anybody, get myself into a position where I may or may not be attacked. Just gonna do some reorg. Open here. Just so I can see what I got better. That is fine. Where are you? I get it, but I don't need all of that tube right now. I'll need it eventually. Dang it. There we go.
Energy low.
Your energy is low. Alright, let's find a seat for a hot second. Ah, nice refreshing iced tea. Normally I'd be drinking like a beer or something like that after working a hard day, but if I did that I'd probably fall asleep. What? Why are you saying? No. Oh, it's the lights. The lights. These two need to be off. There we go. Huh? Some jackass hit the J key. How rude. Alright. Trying to think if there's another color I want to do other than white. Not really. I'm not feeling very inspired. I'll probably be able to see it better once I actually get it mostly done. Okay, next. Yeah, and even though I started late, I might be cutting out early just because I'm tired. Been mostly dead all day. Ah, small steel tubes. Yeah, but like I was saying, I'd rather have be super tired from a hard, you know, day's work and having that sense of like I accomplished something than to not get anything done at all. Yeah, to me that like physical tired is like a good tired. Like even though you might be tired and sore, you just feel good. Keep in mind though, there are limits. I say that because I don't want anyone thinking I was like, well, I just you know, and my friends be like asking me, it's like, well, you know, you said that you like a good kind of tired and so on. I was like, yes, but I'm not committing myself to slave labor. What are you, crazy? Yeah, man. This is probably gonna throw a bunch of stuff. Yes. Do that one. And so I need tier plates, metal grids. Okay, so still that metal grade thing's still throwing me off a little bit. I got a feeling like one of those the large grid small thrusters has like a bunch of grates in it already. What is going on? Oh, gotta move them up there, kid. How many do I need? Yeah, so one of the reasons why I was doing all of this like garage work, besides like so that I can actually start working on projects that I need the space in the garage for, also it's because it's like supposed to rain, you know, a little bit on and off, and be hot as I'll get out, and I don't want to work outdoors in like the mega heat, so it's better to do it now. And then while it's super mega hot outside, after I get done with work this week, I can work on a lot of the inside projects that I have that are many and distinguished. All right, let's do this one. So that should be that. So okay, that's all the bottom internals. I want to do the thrusters last. I need to do that block there. I'm also gonna wait on the door till last too. So this one. Alright, I need some more iced tea, but instead of doing a be right back screen, I'm just gonna wait a second because the shadow is coming rather fast. It must just be its like trajectory. Anyway, I'll leave you right here and I'll be right back. Actually, let me just use the be right back screen because that's what I got it for. And we're back. Okay. Yeah, normally I don't do that, but man, I'm like, after doing a bunch of stuff today, I'm super thirsty. Let's see what's going on with this unknown signal.
Energy low.
Of course. Whoa! I've never had that happen. That was new. Okay. I have never had that happen before. Like, I've had them explode in my face when the timer ran out, but usually it doesn't kill me. That was some BS, man. I'm gonna have to go back and look at the, like, replay footage to see if it was that the timer went down or if that's just what that unknown signal did. I mean, kudos either way. I've just never had them blow me up before. And that, I believe, constitutes, I think it's the first death in this. And man, why is that? Why you gotta be so damn close, man? He's just sitting there. That's not good. got in this gun? Got 12 rounds in this gun. Okay, he's moving on, but man, he was sitting, just like sitting there, just like chilling. Okay, I got 18 more rounds after the 12 that's in the one gun. So if I threw up another Gatling, problem is like I got no propulsion, man. And they come in and just park over this, and if they're more powerful, they can just like shoot me up something fierce. And I would be kind of screwed. Say kind of, because I mean I do have the base, but I mean I would lose everything that I have here. That was weird. I mean, the just whole situation was just weird. Unknown signal blowing up. Okay. I have 3 batteries. And a gyro. Gyro's gonna take a lot of stuff. Gonna do these batteries like this. Need to keep an eye on how much material I have and see if I have to go out and fetch some more iron. Damn it. Let's see, power cells, gonna need don't have any currently. I'm still missing a small cargo. And the engines, but I have 3 batteries, okay. Just trying to figure out how much stoof I got left to throw together. Wait, does this already have power cells in it? Okay, I don't need to make as many, so production. Let's cut this in 8 to 60, 140. Any moved yet? Yeah, okay. Should be it. What's our iron? I am going to. I know I'm going to need it, so I'm going to go and get it. Get some more iron. And I need 500 into metal grids into that. Or not 500 metal grids, 500 steel plate into the gyro alone. I still have to do the thrusters, and I still have to do the armor around the thing, so. And I got, so I figure about at least another 1,000 steel plates, if not more, and I only had like 7K and some change iron at 1,000 steel plate will eat the 7K, so it means I would have had less than that left over to make everything else. So go ahead and just get it. Luckily now it's not something that takes too awful long. Did I put a big ore detector on that? I need a big ore detector on that thing. If I didn't put one on there already. Once we finish this arc, step one is to fill it with ice, or first stop it would be to fill it with ice. That'll handle like power and generation and propulsion. And then what we want to do is find gold so we can start work on the grav gen. So we need a grav gen so that I can unlock the jump drive and build the jump drive. Come on, there we go. Yeah, it doesn't take that long to fill up because we don't have a whole lot of cargo space to begin with. Not that we really need it. Six, 5, 9, 14, it's another 9, 23, it's about 20, 24K, almost 24K. Is that by 7? 14. in theory, they should produce around just under, right around 16K plus or minus of iron. Man, the moon dancers. Getting a lot of people doing drive-by. I mean, stay over there, moon dancer. Just waiting for those that distance to go up instead of down. Starting to slow. A lot of maydays popping up. There we go. Stay wide. There we go. 39 to 41. Just remembered something. Nothing really major. I'm one of the kind of like side projects I have is I have a bunch of those like solar powered, you know, yard lights, the little like, you know, landscaping solar lights they have. Got a whole bunch of them, particularly around the time when I first bought the house to light paths and, you know, driveway and make the house look all cool and stuff like that. Took them down and packed them away one year, never put them back out. Fucking forgot about them, you know, cleaning out the garage, you know, basically excavating the garage. Found those and started, you know, set out a few of them to kind of test them to see if they still work. But hey, you know, the only way to check is kind of wait till it gets dark. I mean, there's ways, but it's much easier and to just wait until it gets dark and check to see if they're lit. I forgot to check. And they're generally only good for like a couple hours, so I'm gonna kind of miss it. So I'll have to wait till tomorrow. But I'm in no rush either. Like I said, it's just, that's more of a, it's not a direct project, it's more kind of like an indirect, you know, just kind of side hustle, as it were. All right, back to the grind. Oh, that must be off. Yes, which makes sense. I tend to only try to be charging one battery at a time when I'm building a new ship, so I don't like, it's 6 of one, half dozen of another, but just kind of like doing it that way. There's not really any kind of logical reason for it. It's just I do things because I'm weird. Alright, need 16 more. Even though I need 6, I made another 10 because I know I'll need 1 for each of the hydrogen engines, and you know, plus extras are always good. That one's already on. Okay. Let's actually find that other, where is that other cargo conchina? Right there. Kind of key. Let's take this one out and we'll do... don't tell me you split again. Oh, it's just this guy. Okay, now, ooh, there's a gen that needs a little bit of TLC. Let's see how we're doing on internal bits. Okay, engines, the gyro, and the airlock. Let's see. What was the other thing? Oh yeah, it's an ore detector. I'm saying I need an ore detector, and I don't think I have one. Yeah. One of the large variety. And I think I'm gonna stick it just right there. Yeah, let's just do what we need. Yeah, for now we don't need it. No sense in drawing power. Alright, let's find these hydrogen engines. I know where they're at. It's right here. One. Make sure it's off before I make it functional. Don't need that eating up all of the limited hydrogen that I have. Now, I can pipe this gun. Maybe. Brr. Ooh, saw a little bit of lightning outside. Probably gonna have some thunder boomers later. It's good as time as any to build that second gun. First, I'm gonna do this. And then I'm gonna do this. There we go. And it's loading itself up. Excellent. I feel a little better about it now. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm thinking about adding some forward-facing lights. And the best way to do that. So you can do it here and keep symmetry. It'll just look a little odd. Not super odd, but a little odd. Turning these off ahead of time so I'm not blinded by the light. Alright, let's see. That's coming along. Let's see how much iron we have left over. A bunch, that's cool, so I can do some more of that. Actually, these things take 600. That's fun. Gyro. Not to be confused with hero
Energy low.
or a sandwich. You know what I need in here that I don't have in here? Air vent. Let's see. I'll put you right here because I'll eventually put stairs there. Speaking of stairs, the stairs. And over here is, I'm gonna pre-place my grab gen, even though I'm not gonna be able to make it. Actually, yeah. Grab components. Do those require gold or is it just silver? I think they require gold. These ones. Yeah. And a what ton of cobalt if I remember.
Energy critical.
Might need to mine more cobalt before we're done. Seem to remember that it takes a lot more, like you need gold but it doesn't need a whole lot, but what it ends up needing a lot of is cobalt, and you don't think about it because it's not like the rare ingredient to make the part. Let's see. Yeah, it takes 73 per. And so for the graph gen, you only need 6, which isn't a big deal. Because 6 is like M70, 420, which we have. But the problem is that the jump drive requires 20. And that 20 means that that's a whole nother like 1400. So we need another like 1,000 minimally, and we need a bunch of nickel, maybe? No. Oh, just silver, gold, cobalt, and iron. Okay. What else? We're gonna need a lot of gold for that. For that, the superconductors that are needed in the, because it needs a butt ton. Oh, I was gonna add a reactor to this thing, and that did not happen. I gotta think of where I'm gonna stick it. Closer? Don't like it. I'm first investigating if I could stick it on the inside somewhere, so it's not sitting out there getting shot up. Also seeing if I can add 2 instead of just 1, because that'll make charging the jump drives easier once I have it. Yep. I think I'm gonna have to stick them right there. So it's gonna be It's gonna be something like this. We're gonna take those out, and then we're gonna do 9, 2. I don't want like this or like that. See, I could put it like this and have that port facing down, but I'm gonna kind of have to cover it up anyways because, you know, for air tightness. So let's just do that, and we'll do. Just do it like that. And second verse, same as the first. Okay. Let's do that armor that you do so well. And then we'll do like, actually, what's my silver look like and what do I need for your actual components? So 1.67. So basically 167 per with 2. That's gonna be 2, 3, 34. 335? No, I'm looking at the gravel. Yeah, no, that's right. No, 335. Okay, we got it. What's the story with gravel? 2K. Might get a little short. Might be a little short. So let's do 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 555. Yeah, we're gonna be short on that and gravel. Well, we'll fix that in a second. Yeah, we gotta do this antenna. Let's go ahead and do this antenna. Said antenna, then I thought Santana, then I got Black Magic Woman stuck in my head. Let's see. Yep, gonna need them. So I need. Let's just go ahead and do 100 of those. How many of the thingamabobbers do I need? All 40? Probably. Probably. kind of nicely. This should be pretty close to finishing out the hull here. And it's just thrusters and door. I'll probably want to put in a passageway too so I can make this thing airtight. Like you do.
Energy low.
Oh. Back off, judgy lady. Take care of it in a minute.
Energy critical.
Okay, now I'll pay attention to you. That's the wrong block right there. Well, we've got the outermost hole pretty much done. We got a couple blocks here and there, but otherwise we're getting there. Somehow we got the wrong blocks in here. These need to be those, just so we know not to do anything goofy. Okay, that's that. No, running a little low on nickel. Let's while we're waiting for things, let's just go ahead and just grab that. It should be right over somewhere. Yeah, over here. In the dark. Oh. Not that way. I think I would be smart and put the marker. There it is. Where the hole was, but nope. Nope.
Inventory full.
Should I go chase after it? Sure. See if this one blows up in my face. It's got 12 minutes, so there's no reason why it should. Okay. So this is similar to the one that blew up on me. It's got warheads in it. Wonder if it's because let's see if sensor. Set up actions. Boom. The action is boom. Everything just says special content power. Oh, we got uraniums. So we can use that to charge our batteries once we build our own reactors. This is a cool day. Let me check that sensor again. Is it like... Yeah, just detect players. Detect all. Don't know why it went off the one time but didn't go off this time, but I'm glad it didn't. I don't think there was a cargo even on here. It was just 2 reactors and 2 warheads. To be honest with you, never seen that particular unknown signal before. First time. So it's 2 times. Very interesting. Alright, gonna shut these off to start, just so that I can balance them when ready.
Energy low.
Energy low. Yeah, it's starting to get a little thunder booby outside too. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and look at this door.
Energy critical.
Alright, I think we're down to just thrusters. Let's take a look. So there's our thrusters. 2 back, right, left, 2 down, 2 up, 2 forward. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All our cargoes. Grav gen, which we expected. And as always, or as usual, most of the times, take out the small because the large says large, so I don't need to know that it's small. You can have reactor and large reactor. Alright. These will be arc. There's arc. Door. Right. Arc turrets. Right, the left was here, and let's see if there's anything. Yeah, it's at the weapons, so let's make that this one set the weapons as well. 2. Yeah, just thrusters and grav gen. So. Woo. Woo. Did I overbuild my... reactor reactor count? I did. Yeah, I only needed 200 because I was doing the count based on how much of the silver I needed. It's alright. Spares are good. Might be a little overboard in spares though. So, good, it stopped in just in time. Actually, let's take down 60. Save a little gravel for later. And of course, silver. Let's see. Yeah, that's how I was running low on silver. I knew I had enough silver and I was right. I didn't have it when I was like miscalculated the amount of reactor parts. I know why I did it. Because instead of thinking how many parts I need, I knew what it needed for calculating to determine how much silver I needed, but then I used that number for reactor count. Because I'm silly. Alright. We're gonna need more cobalt. That's for sure. Well, we can get started with what we got. We've got 10 thrusters. We need 40 grids per thruster, so that's 400 grids. We have 7. And oh, suppose we have enough. We're just gonna wait for this to finish here. Get started on that. What about tubes? I think we need large tubes. We'll need construction components too. 40. But 8 tubes. Should be alright, I think, on tubes. So we only need 8 per inventory. Yeah, we're gonna need 50 more. Once that finishes, we can start getting all that put together. Alright, that should be it for steel plate needed. Alright, that's done. It's good. It's got a couple spare parts, but oh no, not bad. All right, now we need, let's put 8 times time 80, and we got 30, we need 50, so let's just go ahead and do those. And we said we needed 400 of those, and we have 7. let's just do it like this. And we need 400 of those as well. What's the story on our nickel? Good. We good. Start up front. Backing forward, side to side. Again, side to side, up and down. All right, and the same process again. Back to front. Side, side, we're going to have to wait a bit for the assembler to catch up. Let's go check this bad boy out. Now I think with that one that exploded, when I was looking at the sensor, it said 3.7 meters. I think what made it so that it didn't explode on me was I pushed the button before I got too close, and I was able to stay that 3.7 meters away. I think that's what did it.
Energy low.
Mm-hmm. That's the top. This is the bottom, and there's the port. I've been using sneaking, being very sneaky. All right. So, front. There we go. Front, back, side, to side. This is the side. Up.
Energy critical.
Yeah. And then down. Oops. Math must be wrong. It can't be wrong. It's not wrong. We just didn't get them all. Okay. So we got back, forward. Side. Where's the rest of them? Weird. So I know that there's more that needs to be made. There's 10 thrusters. 40 per. No, it's not 40 per, it's 60 per. Dang it, that's why. I'm short. Forgot about the extra set. Let's see, I should do it. Yeah. So this side, up and down, I think is already done. that's all that. Well, I think outer hull's complete. And the inside is mostly complete. And I say mostly because we need to invoke some airtight integrity. There's some beautification stuff too. And we have this here that's a long way to go. Oh, not any big hurry. So grab this. Actually, I want to. So what I'm gonna work on is actually making this airtight. And I'm gonna make it airtight by putting in a passage. But since I'm putting a passage in, I'm actually gonna add some berthing type stuff. I also need to actually, before I even get started on this side, I need to weld one of the blocks. Actually, two of the blocks. This one. The one next to it. Yeah, let's do, actually, well, I have a chance. I'm gonna do a couple. Let's see, how far is ice from here? 10 kilometers. I don't need a whole lot. I just need to be able to start and stop. Let's make 2 trips. And reason being is that way I can bring that, I can actually launch the arc, take it over to the asteroid, and then fill it. Dang it. Taking up inventory space I need for ice. So what I'll also do is once I get it over here and I'm able to start, shuttling ice onto it, so I can fill the hydrogen tanks and I can charge the batteries by running the engines. All good things. So I think 2 trips with this should be enough to just get it there. Weird, I was just noticing my hydrogen tank's at 54%. I'm sure it's calculating the engine. It was low, and it was like, why is it low? And it's, well, probably because it didn't have any ice. Marker's a little off. Trying to think if there's anything. Well, probably want to grab more nickel. I don't know if I need nickel, because I don't need it for the. Maybe take a look. Start thinking about like what can we grab now so that the refinery can chew on it while we're looking for other stuff. Woo. Okay. Oh, that's why. The ice that I kept looking at is actually in the home base, which is not connected to everything. I'm gonna leave that ice there. Let's go make our second trip. Oh, actually, before we start that, let's do. Look at our tanks. We should have one set to actually filling. At least. Oh, the oxygen tank is on. That's good. That's ready. Tank. Arc tank full. Off, off, off. Put you on. Well, this will get a little weird. Eidolon? Sure. Although, I think I made the last trip with it there and back with it being right there, so I think we're okay. Yeah, I think if I can get it this over 25%, should be enough to get to the asteroid. I forgot to check what we had. And I forgot to drop off some stupid interior plates. Arr. Question 2 is I don't think so, but it's like, no. I don't think I can. Well, maybe I can if I change some stuff around. I'm trying to think if I can park the arc on the other connector that I was using for the miner to the home base. If I jank some stuff around. That way I can the thought process is if I ever have to come back, I want to make sure that I won't come back by choice. I might like if the arc gets totally blown up and I respawn back there, I want to make sure that I have things connected up in such a way that I can rebuild quickly. And I set that one connector off the thing and it was like, I don't really want to weld up all of those conveyor blocks. Come on. What's going on? Drill isn't gonna fill. It's made a choice. It's refused to comply. And I'm not gonna argue with it. should make a one quick cobalt trip full load. Well, let's drop this off and then we'll do that. Take a look at the nickel and see what that looks like. We don't need a whole lot of it, but I'd like to be over probably 5K, and we never have to really think about it again, or at least for a while. $3 to 5K, I think we'll be all right. I think that's where silicon's at, so. I'm going mining this ice and I keep using a lot of it just to build a tank on this thing. Okay. Alright, so nickel's at 1. Let's see if there's anything in the refinery though. No. Yeah, iron's not looking too hot either. Let's do a hand run on the nickel. Let's drop off that silly plate. Let's go in the door first. So you probably need to do like 2 loads. I don't know.
Inventory full.
4K. I think will get me close to 2K. Yeah, let's just do two loads. Like I said, I want to be at 5. I'll take 3. As long as we're going to end up between 3 and 5. I'm not sure I quite reached the 3 part. So we're going to just do one more of this. That being said, should we do a thing of silver? I mean, I think that one
Inventory full.
one pack's worth wouldn't hurt. Ah, where's the home base? Where are you going? Okay. Yeah, okay. Let's do, feel good about that. So let's get rid of that. Get a little bit of this. I think this will go a little bit faster since I upgraded my drill since the last time.
Inventory full.
There we go. Alright. Let's actually fill this bottle. Underside. Okay, here we go. Alright. Anyway, let's do the run for cobalt. Unload. I don't have necessarily be full. I'm gonna grab a decent amount. Kind of want to do 2 loads of iron before we leave. Just because we use a lot of iron and we're gonna need more. So definitely need 1. Question is not whether or not to do 2. I think I'll do 2. Actually, after this one, let's see where we're at with like ice processing. Might switch back and forth, or check where we are with the 1 tank. do, just jockey back and forth between like ice run and iron run and ice run and iron run. Try to get this ready, ship shape, ready to go. Still have to get it inside airtight. It's not necessarily a moral imperative though. I mean, well, more specifically, it's not a flight requirement. So we could get going, we could do the rest of it in flight, which actually I think is what I was talking about doing last time, was let's just do that. Like, let's at least get it so that we can get it moving, and then, because we've got a lot of flying we've got to do, so might as well do all of the prettying up of things in flight. Alright, we need the cobalt actually. Need that. It's nearby. Or yes, okay. There it is. Now, I don't know if I have this set up, if this is good enough to bore. We'll give it a shot. Oh yeah. All right, let's try to get out of here without causing too much damage. That'll pretty much be all the cobalt we'll ever need. I think I'm trying to remember what it refines to. I think it's 200 or 3, either 2 or 300 per K. I don't have my cheat sheet open, so I can't say for sure, but I know that with the, what do I grab? I think it's like 20 something, 24K. Well, we got a lot of stone in that too, so that's actually pretty good. And there was some silver ore. How? Yeah, alright, fine. I said I wasn't being too particular about making sure everything I got was cobalt, because I knew I was just kind of going a little over the top with like a full load versus like a backpack load. once we get going, we're going to essentially keep an eye on our ice, and then basically stop and mine ice anytime we're starting to get a little low. We will basically stop for sure for gold, obviously, uranium, platinum. We don't need it because, well, you know, we're not running ion thrusters. Like I might line a load of it, but it refines so slow, and if you don't need it, it's kind of not worth putting a whole lot of time into it. I should put a beacon on this thing so that way I don't use an antenna and draw in strange and unusual characters when I'm mining. All right. That's my cargo. And to start to make sure that I have this organized in some kind of coherent fashion. Not bad, almost 20K. All right, we'll let it focus on this order. Actually, let's put that in there, get that out of the way. We'll keep that order. All right, now let's check. We're on ice. Our tank is at 83%, which is just under 25. Probably puts us at around 24. Maybe 23 because of the two engines. 20. All right. So let's do an ice load. And we'll do an iron load. Keep an eye on it. Thunderbird. Side we'll do the ice, then we'll do the iron, and when we get back from the iron, let's see where the ice is, the tank is at. Probably need to turn on another tank. But if we get it over, yeah, so once we start getting into that second tank, we should be okay to just, yeah. And then, on that, because like I said, I want to get to, so my goal here is for, I'm going to kind of play this out until, so I'm going to do this ice run, then an iron run, and probably another ice run, then an iron run, then I'm going to move. So then I'm going to end the stream when I get the arc to the asteroid, but I want to get 2 runs of iron into it, and I think I'm just gonna jockey back and forth between runs to each of the things, and hope that something doesn't happen in the means times. And then that will set us up for next week when we can actually start to travel. Like I said, we will keep an eye on the ice and stop there. Stop for that as needed. We'll definitely stop for uranium, magnesium, gold. The marker is so far out from this asteroid. Should probably update it. Good enough. All right. So what I'm gonna do? Copy that. Delete new from current position. Yeah. Make it just a tad bit more accurate. Platinum, and like I was saying, platinum, I don't see any real reason to stop for that. We won't need to stop for cobalt. Iron we'll try to keep track of. We'll try to keep that, you know, a certain amount, you know, in case we have to do repairs and stuff like that. But same with the nickel and silicon. And silver, we shouldn't need to do anything for a while. Fingers crossed. Oh, I should probably check on that because the gravity components take silver. We're gonna need 20 grav components, so we gotta make sure that we're at least capable of that. So ultimately we need 26 components, 6 for the grav gen, 20 for the jump drive. We need to keep an eye on that Thunderbird too. So he looks static again too. Super weird. Don't like being this close. Really close to my base. Don't be thinking about doing weird stuff, man. Well, I'll be glad when the sun gets around to this side of the asteroid. I can see what I'm doing. So far, so good in the not running into shit. Alright, ice dropped off. Onto iron. I'm kind of away from that Thunderbird. I don't like how close that dude is. I feel like he's heading for my base. He's far away. I think he's going away, but just at this, getting into the same kind of elevation, so it looks like he's heading towards it. Wondering if I should change the order too. Just put this iron first, because then it'll go through it quicker. So one of the things I'm thinking of doing, even if, so if I find so once I get, so next week I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna, by the end of the stream, I'm gonna try to park the Ark next to the asteroid. And next week I'll probably spend most of the time trying to just get it charged up and filled up with ice and fuel. And then start heading towards the home base and investigating asteroids as I come across them. If I hit a magnesium one and I'm not too inundated with goobers, what I may do is then start keeping an eye out for another Mayday signal. Like you see a bunch of them around here. Because sometimes, albeit rare, but sometimes they end up having, if the reason why I wait until I have the magnesium is because I would want to add more guns and be a little bit more like tolerant of being shot up, but basically trying to do a precision strike on one of those Maydays and might be able to acquire either a bigger ship or B and you know, asterisks, you know, and or a jump drive and a big ship and or jump drive, most likely, and because if it has a jump drive, chances are it's going to be bigger. can just, you know, keep the arc slapped onto it for full-size refinery, maybe agglomerate it into that ship, something, you know, we'll see. One of those kind of audibles that I would call at the time when it happens, but might be one of those times that capitalize on an opportunity there. And then we can add more guns. And so things that I might do while in flight, like I said, so if I find a magnesium supply and can get that refined to a certain extent so I can get a decent amount of ammo, take on one of these kind of maydays or something like that. Something where I feel like a potential for a larger ship and being acquired, without like too much impact. Then from there, if I can integrate the arc into the new ship, that would be cool. And then what I would do is also I would try building another new miner that's a little bit bigger. Since I'm dealing with a bigger ship, I want a bigger miner to grab more material when I do mine. And then what I'll do is turn this miner into like an actual like escape pod in case like stuff goes really south and we can jettison out of there. Okay. What made me think about that is the fact that there's so many, like, there's at least 3 separate Mayday signals. The mining transport, which seems not to be going anywhere, and the drone facility. Plus, you know, I need to do something about the fact that, like, this and the previous 2 streams have been pretty much just quiet building streams. So, or me dying from an unknown signal, which is bizarre. It's been, I'm not gonna say it, I don't want to jinx myself. They've been very productive. I'll go with that. All right. Tank. Alright, cool. Tank 1 is full. Turn on tank 2. Okay, that's not the button I want. Alright, let's head to the asteroid. So we should be good to go by the time that we get back. But I'll get this ice, and then I'll get some iron, and then we can go. Because I feel like we should be, once this ice that I'm going to get now gets processed, we should be close to about 50%. So we're way over, well, not way over, but we'll be in a decent spot. And then with the 2 irons, that'll be good. Just sitting there thinking about, like, when I start doing renovations on that ship while we're in flight, one of the ones that I want to do is add a program block so I can put the displays script up, and so I can start setting levels of ingots to have on there so that I can monitor that, so that way I can make better judgment call whether or not to stop at an asteroid or not. Remember when we first started and we had to like approach this at like 20? Times they are changing. Shouldn't take too long. So one of the things that I don't want to do is mess with like the space pirate things like respirators and stuff like that. They're not super armed, but they are armed enough where they can tear you up. And I think there's been a modification where it's like if we start like picking fights with the like freighters, then drones will actually come and like shred you out at the same time. So acting as kind of like escorts. So yeah, and it's not until we get a bigger ship that we'll consider like going up against any of the Parallax stuff that's been flying by either. Another case-by-case basis anyway. I do want to stop at, well, I just remembered, I do want to stop at a platinum one, even for if I just to grab a little bit, so that I can go and get the next level of the top tier of tools. That will be handy. argument could be made for actually adding one of those turreted spotlights to kind of keep an eye out for things showing up. All right, last iron run. Ooh, kind of feel like a milestone's been hit. Because we get this, we get back, we should have... I do want to check out that connector before we go. So that's real quick. It should be super quick. Because I'm not going to hook up to it. I just want to look at it and see if there's something I can do, like just put an elbow on it or something like that and make it usable later. Just in case. I should check the home base as well and make sure it has at least a bare minimum stuff, like, because a challenging thing is, if you notice, that I have spawn with tools turned off, so I want to make sure that I have tools and some base materials so that I at the very least can, if I get tombstoned out of this by something, then I can at least start back over. Oh, that would be heinous. It does remind me, if I do actually get into combat situation, should, and I think there might be a way to do it, but after the fact, but if I get into a combat situation, I definitely want to try to bookmark it in case I do like get tombstoned out, because it may be just something where I just have to build something simple and fly to it versus having to, I mean, who knows. So after I make the first jump, you know, all bets are, well, it'll be a little bit different, because by the time I make the first jump, that'll mean that I've already found a gold deposit, or a gold asteroid. So in theory, could speed up the process considerably, because I have all of the ore markers here in case, you know, so if I get shot up and I lose the survival kit and end up respawning back here, I'm already kind of a step ahead because I know where all the ore asteroids are. So I can move a little bit quicker. The downside is I have to build all my resources from scratch, but you know, such is the way of war. Come on. That's that. Let's head back and get on down the road. Slightly longer stream than normal, but I don't know. Depends on how you define normal lately. Here we go. Like a glove. Alright, let's head on board and see where we're at. Hydrogen wise, get in the door, kid. Thank you. Alright. What? Why is this off? Should only had, man, that's a problem. I mean, not a big problem, but it shouldn't have been off. It's at 900. It's at 900. This is 9, yeah, it should have been. I didn't shut that off. Or at least I didn't mean to. Alright.
Let's see. That should definitely be a good safety net for iron. And we're at 42 on gas. Let's all right. There's some stuff I didn't set up yet. Fine. Batteries I want to leave out because I'm turning them on and off. Arc, thruster, backing, save, set these to P2. Sorry, I had the sniffles. Dang it. One. That's not D1. So I'm doing this because when I get damaged by stuff and I lose the cockpit, I can use thruster overrides to move the ship around. But I can only do that if I know what thruster is what. So now I have the left to right, the down, the up, and the forward, and the backing are on their own, and they're marked. Thrusters. Go. All right. So. Work. My usual config. On off. I want to be able to watch the batteries. Off. So put that here. One of the things I didn't do, I'm going to do now because it might come up later. Oh, not that one. Just makes it easier for like connecting to a connector if there's a connector I need to connect to. What's the other thing I need? Oh, I need this. Not that one. This one. On off. The antenna. On off. Make sure I get all these gun stuff set up. Not good for now. That should be good. Alright, I wanted to look at that connector arrangement real quick. So the problem is this panel and its movement. So right now, even if I move that, it's like 1, 2, but then I have the gun. Which needs like, I think a gun needs like a 3x3 like space around it or some weird ass. Yeah, it takes up a full block of space. So 3, 4, 5. So on this 5. Yeah, it is what it is. Just because of the way that's arranged. Like if I pointed this down this way, if I came out this way, it would be done. If I would have came out that way, it would have been different. Either with that or that. Yeah, this is what it is. Like I said, let's check home base inventory. Actually, let's like this. Clear that. All right, and there's a grinder and a drill, no welder. Let me take this one. This and this. We'll leave the ice. That works. All right. Let's get this stuff in here. So let's take this one. And then we're gonna manufacture this one to back up here. Let's also do some spare bottles. Let's do 2 sets. That's a react. Let's go. Tank, oxygen tank, auto refill. Tank 1, auto refills, alright, on, and inventory's on. So that, we're good. Tank. I'm gonna throw that in there, and here, and here. What? Oh yeah, that's right. I had this one to discharge, and that's done. Awesome. Right. So we've got spare tanks, some med kit to go with the survival kit. Let's take this out. Power is good. So yeah, so this base can be rebuilt, or it can actually be a starting point now if need be. And I can start getting on my way to the asteroid. We're on our way. The Ark lives. ourselves up. Turn this off, turn that on. Get an idea of where we're going to. All right. Okay, so a successful build day, and now for next week we're just gonna start loading this thing up with ice and charging the batteries, and once we get it all like situated, we're gonna start heading down the road and trying to find some gold and start building a jump drive and modifying us into, you know, our new home. So that's what the plan is, and if I don't talk to you before, I'll see you all next week. Have a good one, and good night.